Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I'm glad to come to you today on this beautiful Sunday. I don't know, it's a little chilly out down here at the park. I'm in my favorite place, and I said, well, I gotta touch base with my friends. With you guys on the video thing. I did my walk. I did my 4 miles, exhausted. I didn't get home until like 3 in the morning. Today actually, and I laid down in the bed. I think I might have got an hour's sleep. That's okay though. That's okay. I'm with it. I'm not the least bit tired. I'm over here feeding my buddies. My friends, my little furry, fluffy tailed friends. Down here. And they're eating the nuts like usual. Uh, Starting to cost me, but I love it. I love it. I get so much pleasure out of feeding these guys. I don't know where it started, but I can't stop. I just love their company. I love having them with me, and I don't know. It's just an awesome thing. But anyway, where I've been for the last couple of days, what did we do? We went down to Virginia. My son Brandon lives in Virginia, down almost in North Carolina. He's way down there, and he was getting married. He got married yesterday. So Friday, what they had a bunch of activities going on down there. So we left actually Thursday morning about, I don't know, 2 in the morning or something like that. Some crazy freaking time like that. No, we left at midnight. We left at midnight on Thursday, and we got there. We got there early in the morning Friday. Well, yeah, yeah. Well, we actually left Friday because if it was midnight, it was Friday already. And then we got into we came to the place where we were staying. It was a Comfort Inn, and they had an awesome continental breakfast, and it couldn't have come at a better time, So I drank my coffee, I had my eggs, had my sausage, I had my roasted potatoes, which I've come to love. I love those things. And gotta. What did we do? I think I slept for a lot of the ride down there, so I wasn't terribly tired. But um, we had some events going on later in the day over at the house that Brandon was staying at, and we had a nice dinner over there. And it was a lot of people, actually, a lot of people from where I'm from, down there at the at the wedding and festivities. But anyway, we ate good, went home at a what time did we get? I don't remember what time we went home. It was all blurred. The 2 days is like a big blur. It was just like a lot of stuff happening at once, but it was worth it for Brandon. And anyway, so there was a lot of mingling, with a lot of different people, and I just kind of stuck with my tribe, Michael, my son, Olivia, my daughter, Jared, her boyfriend, and Bran, when he was around, he kind of spent a little time with us too. It was nice. And what we did was we oh, yeah, we got up Saturday, and we had it was all, yeah, no, what was it, Saturday? Yeah, Saturday morning we went down for the continental breakfast, so we had another one. And it was great. It's a great little thing. It's probably one of the best ones I've ever been to. So kudos to the Comfort Inn. They did a great job. And the room was, like any kind of hotel room. It was good. And so we had to hang around for a while Saturday, and of course the wedding was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we went to the wedding. The venue over there was a very nice place, a beautiful place, and Brandon and Sarah's big day, and I was glad to be there for it. Now my middle son is married, 2 more to go. Michael says he doesn't want to get married. He's 42. Olivia, I think she's got a good shot of getting married, and I don't know. It's just another chapter in life. I had never had one of my children married, so it's kind of a great thing, and I'm glad I was there for it. The wedding was very nice. It was a nice venue, and good food, and of course, me with my little water. They had a tub full of water, spring water. So I kept drinking that. I kept drinking that all day. I'd grab one. When I finished that, I'd grab another one. I always had something to hold on to. And of course, I've been to many weddings, and I've never had a desire to drink or pick up or anything like that. So it's just another day. I'm fine with that. I'm good with that. And it was beautiful. One thing in particular about the wedding that stuck out with me. Olivia was in it, by the way, and so was Ryan, Denise's son from another marriage. And but when the guy that was officiating the wedding, he talked about a poem that was actually a song. It was a country song, and my wife Denise that passed. That's Olivia and Brandon's mother. It was called "I Hope You Dance," and don't really remember the person's name. It was a country artist that sang it, but Denise loved that song. And when she passed away, Olivia had a tattoo of one line from that song put on her shoulder or upper chest, and that was very touching. That was very touching. And I knew exactly what the guy was talking about because she used to talk about that song all the time. The words were just so striking, and then they had the reception, and me being the dad for the groom, I remember walking in. I was actually the first one to walk in, and then the rest of the bridal party, and that was basically, they took some pictures and stuff. I had to be in some pictures, and I had to, walk in, but no big deal. It was, yeah, it was good. It was good. It was a nice time, and I feel so happy for Brandon. Him and Sarah. I wish them the best. And anyway, so we went. We had the festivities, and then it got to be like a 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 hours or whatever that we were there, and it's like I think we can get going. Got a long ride back, and that was the plan to go back right after the wedding, and so we hit the road about 6:30, and well, it was. I think getting home was a lot faster than the ride down there. It just seemed to go a lot faster, and we headed down down, up. We headed back up to home, and let's see, we headed home about 6:30, and let's see, we it was it was long and tedious to say the least. I don't like long rides in the car. After a while, you get bored out of your freaking mind, and you're cramped in a little space, and it's like, oh, brother, here we go. But it was what it was, and we were doing really, really good till we got to like New York City, and then it was like, I don't know if they were doing construction or whatever, but it just slowed down to a stop. And it's like, yeah, stopping in New York City, that sounds like a wonderful thing, but it is, we got through, and finally we hit the we got going again, and then we almost, then we made one more pit stop before we got home. We stopped, I think, in Greenwich, at a service station, and I was ready to get home. I was ready to, just stop. I was tired, and I'm sure Jared was tired. He did all the driving. God bless his heart. And Livy was sleeping, and Michael was sleeping, and I was trying to, and I was kind of shutting my eyes and just kind of like listening to whatever Jared was playing on the radio, and it was, finally, I'm good for a couple hours, but you go on 8.5 hours riding, or whatever, and yeah, because we left at 6:30. We got home about 3, so about 8.5 hours. You know, that's a lot of driving, and for me, I'm not a big fan of driving long distances. But I had to go, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I was there for him. I felt good for him. And and now they're a couple, a married couple, and I wish them nothing but the best. And you know, another chapter in my life, another chapter in their life. And I don't know what their plans are with kids or anything like that, but I'd love to have a grandkid or two. Um, that'll happen when it happens, or won't. I don't know. That's up to God Almighty, and he holds the cards to all of that. He knows what's going on. He knows. And I'm glad. I'm glad. I hope, and I'm going to remind him every chance I get. If you put God at the helm of your relationship in your life, only good stuff's going to happen. If you don't, you're going to be kind of like throwing caution to the wind, and it's all like up in the air, if you know what I mean. Um, you got to put God at the center. He wants to be at the center. When he's at the center, I'm telling you, good is gonna come. He's gonna really, really bless you. And guys, I know. Oh, and the water thing. Yeah, yeah. I had water with me the whole time. I don't want to drink. You crazy? Throw away 33 years of sobriety? I don't think so. And it was funny. Another fellow that was good friends of Sarah's family was there, and I know him well. Good guy, Mike. Good dude, and with his wife, and but anyway, here I am back at my favorite place. I'm back at my favorite place, with you guys. If you give me a like and subscribe, and please leave a comment. Love to talk to you. God bless.